A second vaccine, a second chance of bringing the pandemic to an end. The American biotech company Moderna says its jab has proved almost 95% effective in preventing COVID-19, even better than the 90% protection from the vaccine made by Pfizer. The government has only now joined the scramble for doses, buying enough for 2.5 million people.
The Moderna vaccine was always one of the front runners. Why wasn't it part of the UK stockpile from the very start? Why join the queue now when you've only managed to secure enough to protect 2.5 million people?
The thing is, Thomas, there isn't a stockpile. This vaccine hasn't yet been manufactured. And here in Europe, the first availability will be in the spring. And that means that obviously, it's critical that we've been buying the first vaccines that will be available.
Moderna's vaccine, like Pfizer's, is based on RNA, the genetic material from the virus. But Moderna has stabilised the RNA, so it remains active without the -75 temperature that complicates distribution of the Pfizer jab.
We do have vaccines that are going to allow us to at least protect those at highest risk and hopefully protect all of us from COVID-19. And those vaccines are not years away. They're not even quarters away. They're weeks to months away.
And the more vaccines we have that work, the more vaccine manufacturers can get into the game and start producing the vaccines. The more widely we can disperse manufacturing around the globe, the better. And one of the good things, although it's early days, is these RNA vaccines seem to be relatively easy to make.
Moderna will now apply for emergency use authorization in the US, and it hopes to produce enough vaccine to protect at least 250 million people next year. But some scientists are still cautious.
We see very little effect from Tier 1. And I think when we look at what tiers may be there in the future, we will have to think about strengthening them in order to get us through the winter months until the vaccine's available for everyone.
There may yet be problems in production that delay rollout of one or more vaccines, but there is increasing optimism that the virus can be defeated. Thomas Moore, Sky News.